So the question, what is the effect of increasing river flow rates on the 200-year floodplain dimension?
The floodplain maps, the old ones from 1980s, are based on topography that's not anywhere as precise as can be generated nowadays. This LiDAR method that I was talking about earlier, that is the input to provide much more precision than these floodplain maps were able to yield that were generated then. And that precision allows the generation of so-called stage damage curves, which are used in flood risk assessments to determine economic loss. So in other words, these are graphs that show at what flood elevation you have how much percentage damage for each building. And with that tool, you can determine for the 200-year flood, for the 500-year flood, how much losses you get to buildings or building contents for that matter. And yes, I mean, clearly the higher the discharge is, the broader the extent of the area inundated. But just how much more area inundated, only modeling can produce that result. Using the European examples, in Europe, flood hazard scenarios maps are being produced. So not just one map is here, but flood hazard scenarios. This is the probability of this occurring, and this would be the area inundated. Okay, scenario number one. Scenario number two is higher lake level with coincident with that discharge. That's how it would look like. And that is a really good tool because it provides the end user, which is our decision makers or the general public for information, with a grasp on where the uncertainty limits are. Are we talking about 10% more inundated or 30% more inundated? Are we talking about 1 centimeter? I don't use inches and feet. 1 centimeter difference or 10 centimeter difference. That's the sort of ranges that are being